Hi guys, Phil at Airgun Marksman. So, you guys know that I am a die-hard DNT Zulus guy. Well, you'll never guess what. They've only gone and made it better.
Oh my gosh!
My name's Phil. Welcome to Airgun Marksman.
The sunshine, no time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for fortune, looking for answers, yeah. Oh, but
So this is the most exciting piece of kit to come out this year. The Zulus V2. The V2 stands for version 2, and it comes with a whole host of very slight upgrades from the first Zulus, which is amazing, and I'll still keep mine, and I'm not getting rid of it because it's brilliant. But this is now mine. It's not going anywhere. So any filming I do from now on, I'm going to use for this one. The other one I'll put on one of my other guns, which is set up for a different job. So I'm super lucky and I'm super excited to carry on using the DNT products. Anyway, first of all, I just want to go over why I'm a big advocate for DNT. So I know the guys that own and run DNT personally. I met these guys earlier this year, and they really listen to your customers. They really listen to their customers. They want to make good quality products at affordable prices. This is why a lot of people can't believe how good the Zuluses are for their price point. They're smashing everything out of the water because of the ethics of the guys who run DNT. It's that simple. It's that simple. I mean, look at Prick Micro, for instance. Those donkeys, if they send you a scope to review, they also send you a contract to sign, which states all sorts of ridiculous things like you can't be honest. If the scope's rubbish, you can't tell anyone. They're pretty much sending you a form saying, sign this, you have to lie, or else we'll bum you. It's horrendous. These guys, they send you a scope and say, please, honestly, let us know what you think. And that's it. What can you want more than that? I get offers weekly from different optics companies, from different gun companies, accessory companies saying, can you show my products? Can you use my products? And I say, yeah, send us your stuff. If it's good, I'll say it's good. If it's rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish. And most of the guys go, ooh, crap, and they don't send me the stuff. DNT went, yeah, we know our stuff's good. Try it out. So that is absolutely fantastic with them. Anyway, I digress. Back to the Zulus. So it comes with a slightly larger eyepiece. It's got a larger, brighter screen. There's nearly an extra inch of eye relief added to this. So if you've got a traditional rifle where your scope wants to be further forward and you feel like one of these more compact scopes doesn't reach far enough back or doesn't look right for you, then brilliant, you can send it an extra inch forward nowadays. So the battery has now gone up to a 21700, so you're getting about another 2 hours worth of shooting time from it, so that's also fantastic. They've changed the little wheel on the top for your zoom to a traditional scope toggle lever on the top. You know, it's more familiar. It's definitely more familiar to me, and I'm sure it will be for you guys who use regular scopes. And it's also equipped with some faster Wi-Fi connectivity. So if you've used the old Zulus and you are connecting between your phone and the scope, and you often sit there for 10 seconds waiting for it to connect, it's fine, it's not a problem. It's like It's like my smartwatches. It's like anything else. Everything always takes a little bit of time to connect. Apparently, I've not tried it yet, but apparently these connect like that. So absolutely fantastic. And these are just a few small things which DNT have heard from their customers. So they've made it better. So also inside the scope, when you are flicking through the menus on the Mark 1, the menu screen, you hit the menu, the screen whites out. You've then got a bunch of different icons to select through and move up and down menus and things like that. Now, the setup on here is transparent menu. So it's very much like when you're using one of the therm nights. So it'll be more familiar if you've got a therm night. You hit the menu button, the screen stays live at whatever you're doing, and Dropbox comes down, you select it, you press up, down, left, or up, down, yes or no, bish, bash, bosh, you go through the settings. They've made it simpler to use. I mean, the Zulus is simple enough, but I have had a couple of complaints from some aging old moaners about they can't get their head around it. The version 2 is even simpler. So they are really ironing out all the very slight kinks from the from the version 1. So anyway, it's absolutely fantastic. As you can see, the size is about the same as the original. Everything else is the same. The picture does look better. I don't know why, it just does. But it's not. You look at the spec sheet and they use everything exactly the same, but the picture looks loads better. Apart from the fact that it's able to be brighter nowadays in this new one, you need to see for yourself. So let's stop messing around. I'll get it switched on. We'll have a look around the range and check out what it's like as a day scope. And then we'll go to night. So you'll be familiar with the setup in here if you saw the last quick Zulus review I did. And we're going to do it the same way. We're going to have a look around range 2, which targets go out to 60 metres down here, but then we've also, behind that, we've also got trees and branches we can look at 100 plus. So it'd be good to look at down here for the day. There's lots of small things we can try and zoom in on and check out the quality of the picture, rather than trying to get out onto the other range and just look at mainly grass, you know. So, as with the other Zuluses, it is the built-in flip cap which comes as standard on the front, long press on the on button, then you hear a click and that's it turning on. So, what I will do is, I'll tell you what, I'm going to look at something very close first of all. And we're recording. So if you see all that stuff there, I've chosen mil-dot reticle, first focal plane, and I've also chosen the white crosshairs, just because we've got varying colours here. We've got bright orange targets, we've got brown, we've got dark areas, we've got light areas. And I think we can probably see best with the white at the moment. So that's just the way I'm running it. Okay, so these little branches and blocks here, I'm going to range find it. Okay, so that says 5 metres. Let's do the little zoom. Look at that. Look at the quality of that picture. That's fantastic. And you'll notice the picture on this Zulus, the V2 has a rounded edge screen and the V1 was square. So that gives you a wider field of view, I believe. It certainly feels like it. So let's go from 5 metres and let's go to, do you remember in the other video we did, there was the pigeon and he is at 18 metres. So we'll sharpen up the picture, and boom, look at that, 18 metres. Let's zoom it. That's fantastic, isn't it? What's that? 7.5. Let's do 10. I like to zoom out. Oh, look at how crisp those ferns are. Look. It's ridiculous that from a digital scope you can get such an amazing picture. It's a few years ago this would be totally unheard of. It's fantastic. So I think we can see the pellet marks on poor Mr. Steel Pigeon well enough with this scope. So that's 18 on 19 metres, I think that's one. So I know there's some flip ups at 30. Let's have a look at them. Oh, they've been hammered. So when doing target acquisition, you just need your focus. And it's really easy just to rest your hand and just move with your finger. It's very smooth and positive. It's a positive action. It only needs the slightest touch just to bring it out and then in, just to crisp up that image. Look at that. That's at 10 times mag. We'll go back to base. So, base mag. 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15. Zoom out and then crisp it up. I don't think, to be fair, at 15 times mag, 's a bit much in it for 30, don't you think? 30 metres. So yeah, look, there's a little spinner there. People have been hitting a brick, a block. Just look at how vibrant the colours are in this screen. How green the green is. And how orange the orange is. It's absolutely brilliant. So, I'll zoom back in. That's 30. Let's not mess about. Let's go straight down to 60. So we know we've got the pigeon at 60 on top of the bunker. So we're zoomed out. Let's try and clarify the picture. It's somewhere there, but we'll know more when we zoom in. 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15. God, it's very bright down there today. There you go. So you've got your pigeon, you've got all your branches and stuff there. What I would say is when you've got some bright targets like the orange that we have painted down here, the refraction of light, and the refraction, whichever one you want to use. Refraction, I think, is when it goes through something and off at an angle. Reflection is when it comes back at you. I think some colours digital scopes struggle with a little bit. And I feel like bright orange is one of those. We had a guy at the range was saying something about that the other day. He was saying that his, I can't remember what, he was using one of the new Hicks, I think. And he said he was struggling with the bright orange targets in the sunlight. So, anyway. Bright orange, bright green. Let's have a look. Here we go. This is what sorts the men out from the boys. The trees, the good old trees. So we have. Let's go for one a bit further away. "87 metres. We have this tree here. So let's try and smarten the image up a bit. Let's go for a zoom. So that's 7.5, 10, 12.5. Look at the quality of that picture. I'll actually, when we're looking at something this light, I'll change the colour of the reticle. We go through all the colours of the reticle. Black's a bit dark. White's not bad. I would probably go red or green for this. Let's go red. So, as you can see, you can see every part of that tree. Absolutely fantastic. We'll give it a bit more zoom. 12 and a half. Where's 15? 15, 17 and a half, 20. Zoom out, try and crisp it up a very slight bit. Look at that. 20 times mag. You could happily, if you had a rifle of certain capabilities, you could happily shoot at 100 metres with this, no problem. I know these trees are about 90, but another 10 metres is nothing really, is it? Let's look a bit deeper into the wood, shall we? What have we got up here? There you go. So that's at 110. So we'll sharpen it a bit more. Look at that. We'll come all the way back in from 110 metres. It's that bit of tree we were looking at there. So, as you can see, it's a very, very capable day scope. Extremely bright, extremely clear. What more could you want? Right. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's check this bad boy out in the dark. So it is now just gone 10 o'clock. And we are out in the middle of nowhere. It's been nice and cloudy today. So we're getting some good darkness down there. So I'll do similar as before. Flick the night vision on. Check out a few things down there. We'll check it out at 100 plus metres. We'll check it out at 10 metres. We'll check it out at 30 metres. We won't drag it out too much. I haven't turned it on yet. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Usual long press on the on button. Oh, that's bright in the eyes. Flick the night vision on. Right, so the right hand button at the top does the brightness of the picture. I'll have it quite high, I quite like it bright, but that's another good feature. You know, you're out and about, if you're laid, it's pitch black, you're laid out in the field waiting for a fox, a rabbit, a rat or whatever. You don't want your face to be glowing, so the dimming feature's nice. Now, how do we turn the IR on? Here we go, right, cool. So, long press of the left button turns the night vision on. Another press turns the IR on, and the IR's got different brightnesses too, so that's cool. Wow, okay. This thing's amazing. Right, I need to start recording. Sorry. So let's... So what did we look at before? We looked at these branches in front of us, didn't we, on the ground, these ferns growing. Right, let's start. And we're recording. So there you go. I don't know if you can see at the bottom of the screen. It says we've got on the right hand side we've got the IR on, 5 times mag, full battery, 10:04 PM. That is a sharp image. That is. Look at that. Right. Anyway, I've got to watch it because I will sit and look through this and waffle on and waffle on and waffle on, and we'll end up having an hour-long video, and I'll get moaned at to hell but this thing is great. So 7 meters, look at that. You can pick off a branch, a leaf, any of that sort of stuff. Right, so where are we? Let's go out to 30. Which way are we going? Let's sharpen it up, sharpen it up, sharpen it up. Boom. Okay, so our goalposts are showing up a bit of a snazzy design because of the fluorescent-ish paint. So let's look at some other stuff that's next to it. Right, we've got some knockdowns there. We've got a little black flip-up target. We've got some branches, some foliage. So there we go. I mean, look at that. At 30, you can happily pick off another little pellet mark. And that's it. At 10 times mag, you probably won't want it anymore, but 12.5, 15. Try and sharpen it a bit. Yeah, that's good. I would probably run at 10 times mag at 30. But yeah, fantastic. Okay, right, let's go. Fuck it, let's go straight out to 60. Let's not muck about today. There's our 60 mound. Let's have a look at the bird on the top. Look at that. The mud mound. The crow, pigeon, and a little knockdown. You can pick out your pellets at 60. That's brilliant. These things like never cease to amaze me at all. I don't know all the technical jargon to go with it, so I'm not going to baffle you with bullshit and tell you about all the sensors, this and the screen that. I'm not interested. I'm bothered whether it looks good or not and whether it's doing its job, and it is phenomenal. Right, so okay, these trees here are over 100 meters. So what I'm going to do, they're about 110, I think. So what we'll do is we'll go out of, I'll tell you what, we'll just go out of focus. That's the word. Sorry, it's late. It's been a long day. Got 2 little girls under the age of 5 up at 4:30 this morning. So yeah, let's go 15 mag, and then sharpen the picture up. That leaves, trees, there is no denying it. This thing is fantastic. You can obviously see that it's a digital image when you get right out there, but holy shit, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've not even messed about with the IR. Oh, here we go. Look at that. So you can spotlight or floodlight the IR apparently. There you go. That's sending it really light down there. Holy Moses. You wouldn't even need to get... Oh yeah, there you go. You can see the spotlight now. About there. Look at that. The clarity. Speechless. Just, I'm not the biggest night vision fanatic, but it's fantastic. Let's wang it on full mag, because people always say, oh, let's see it on full mag. I bet it's not clear. It's clear enough. Or do you know what? It'll be as clear as its rival scopes at a couple of £1,000, or rival companies, I bet. I know for a fact that The new Dick Micro shite isn't as good as this. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't, it's one of these things that you can only say, that's brilliant, a handful of times. I think what you need to do, if you guys seriously, if you're looking at a night vision and you're looking at spending, you know, 500 or 600 quid, you cannot, there's no other option. Literally no other option. You can have, oh God, how many is there on the market? The market is littered with real cheap, naff pictured crap and some quite nice stuff for a couple of £1,000. Pardon me. This Zulus is the best on the market right now. Just is. Prove me wrong.
Sunshine, I'm time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for fortune, looking for answers, yeah. Oh, but I got a feeling this goes on forever, yeah. Walking ourselves to the bone, away from home, yeah. Jump on my train, on my way back to my baby.